All right, Jimmy, we're rolling.
Getting that first win over Vanderbilt was big. Not worried about for me, but for the program. It really boils down to the fact that we've got such a great crowd and great community that comes out to the matches. Great energy in the Adams Tennis Complex. As a coach, I've never felt that I gained any confidence from beating someone that I expected myself to beat. It's been pretty cool to see how the program's evolved. In 2010, when I first got here, we had no indoor courts. There was no outdoor scoreboard. We only had 4 guys on the team. You have to have 6 to play a match. I personally renovated this locker room, pulled the floors up, painted, installed these doors, redid all the work on the walls. Not only do I want to win now, but I want to keep winning at Middle Tennessee for years to come. And for that to happen, I have to get new, renovated Buck Bolden Tennis Complex on campus on the corner of Greenland and MTSU Boulevard. But 26 sounds better. Protect the ATC, boys.
Welcome to the Adams Tennis Complex. I am Dan Eschenfelder alongside our analyst for today, Cam Eschenfelder. How you doing, Cam?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well. So today we got a big matchup again. Your men's Blue Raiders tennis is going to be playing University of Louisville, the Cardinals from Kentucky. What do you think about this matchup, Cam?
Definitely a tough team. They have a 5-6 record. They're 1-5 in conference. They're in the ACC. They're a very tough conference. They're a tough team, though. It's going to be a very exciting match to watch for sure.
And ACC, as you mentioned, ACC is always a tough lineup. We got they lost to Duke. Did you say?
Yeah.
They lost to Duke. I'm pulling up their schedule right now. As a matter of fact, they've got 5-6. But if you look at some of these matchups, they beat Auburn. That's something we weren't able to do, was it?
No. Yeah.
So we went to Auburn, MTSU did, and lost on the final court to Auburn on the road. Coach Jimmy actually really wants that one back. He's talked about that numerous times.
Yeah, and when you look at some of their wins and losses, the people who they're losing to are not easy teams by any means. They're losing to Notre Dame. They lost to North Carolina, Wake Forest, NC State. NC State and Wake Forest being ranked in the top 20. And
Kentucky.
And then, they're also beating Boston College 6-1. So they're a good team. A good team for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, these losses are actually pretty tough opponents, that's for sure.
And they also do not have an easy schedule coming out of this game. Right after they play us here, they have to play number 4 ranked Tennessee. Then they have to play Miami, then Florida State, then they play us again. Then on to more ACC rivals.
No rest for the wicked, as Louisville is going to have a tough road ahead. So the ITA rankings are out, and North Carolina still on top. Did you see? Do you have the press kit right there?
North Carolina. What is their win streak now at home?
Well, their win streak, I think, is what are they, 27 right now?
So they're right above MT right now.
They are for right now, and as we're talking about at-home win streaks, it needs to be mentioned, the video that you just saw highlighting Coach Jimmy and his home court advantage, taking home 25 straight at-home victories.
Yeah.
That's the second biggest in the land, isn't it?
Yeah, and then we just mentioned North Carolina, who's up at the top. They have 27, as you just mentioned.
Sounds good. So those ITA rankings, North Carolina's coming in at number 1, Baylor number 2, Virginia number 3, Tennessee number 4.
Tennessee bumped down. Virginia goes up.
Yeah, was Tennessee ahead? Was
Tennessee
up?
was formerly number 3.
They were number 3. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a Tennessee's tough this year.
Yep.
Real tough this year. TCU is 5.
See Texas at 6, and then you see Florida at 7, who jumped up 3 all the way from 10.
Ohio State is number 8. We lost to Ohio State in the ITA Invitational earlier this semester, at the beginning of the semester. Then you got, wrapping up the top 10, you got Illinois at 9 and USC at 10. So we got a couple also on the slate here. Within the top 50, you also have a couple of our opponents that we're going to be facing. Alabama is number 28.
Yep.
Memphis is 29. So right now, MTSU is coming in at number 37 in the land. So actually, we're going to have Coach's interview right now. Coach Jimmy Borndame joins us right now for the start of this Louisville matchup with your ACC opponent. Coach, how you feeling about this one?
I'm always confident, but we'll see how the boys come out. But I'm always confident and looking forward to the competition.
Absolutely. So this team looks to be a tough team. You feel like they're prepared?
Yeah, the boys. We had a little bit of a letdown, but on Sunday against Auburn, it was kind of tough. Auburn also upset Alabama on Friday night, and we beat Vanderbilt. And so, both teams were feeling really good, but we had first outdoor match in. So, that's behind us. We're just kind of focusing on today, trying to get ready for this doubles point. Should be pretty loud. Louisville's pretty loud out there. So, should be a big point. See where it goes.
Yeah, so you mentioned indoors versus outdoors. The rain has kind of kept you from being able to play. Why was the decision to move it outside? I know it was going to be warmer outside. You feel like the guys need a change of pace, see a little outdoor play instead of just indoors?
Well, so all the matches are technically by ITA rules 50 degrees or above, and we're supposed to be outside unless contractually agreed to ahead of time. And so with this one, we went by the ITA rules, so just trying to get outside. I mean, because pretty much from here on out, we should be out. So just got to get acclimated to it.
I hear you. Well, we won't keep you for too much longer, but just wanted to talk about your lineup. We noticed that Francisco is staying at the 1 spot, and also Pavel and Max did a switch on the bottom.
I think. Well, I'm playing it the same way I had it. Or actually, no, I think I flip-flopped 5 and 6 from Auburn's match. But all the guys, all 6 are playing good. I mean, it's such a pain to try to figure out who's playing what. But Francisco's been playing some good ball, so is Moonin.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the first time I think we've lost at 1 and 2 since maybe Ohio State. So, I'm looking for the guys to bounce back tonight. So, looking forward to this.
Yeah, I know you'd like to have that Auburn match back. I know I understand that one, but they are a tough team, and so is this Louisville team. So, good luck to you, Coach. Go get them.
Appreciate it. Take care, guys.
Have a good one.
Excuse me. So we are going to take a quick break, and when we return, I'm going to trade places. I'm going to be moving to reporter, and we have Chase Owens who's going to join you on the call with Cam.
Oh, welcome back to Adams Tennis Complex. I'm Cameron Eschenfelder alongside Chase Owens.
It's a pleasure to be here. Just awesome environment to be in. We are right here in the Adams Tennis Complex located in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, as you have your MTSU Blue Raiders fixing to take on the Louisville Cardinals. Louisville coming in at a 5-6 overall record, but they are on a 2-game losing streak, Cam. Number 1, North Carolina beat them, and Duke beat them as they come into this matchup. On the other side, the MTSU Blue Raiders, as you probably already know by now, 25 home game winning streak as they look to make it 26 today.
Yep. The Blue Raiders coming off a tough loss at Auburn. So Coach Jimmy, as we were talking with before the game, he was talking about how much this game would mean to the Raiders to win this. Right now we're looking at court 2 for the doubles, Tom Moonen and Chris Edge. Double fault.
Just a tough return right there by Moonen. Just couldn't get it to tap in.
Yep. Another double fault.
Raiders shooting themselves in the foot here early.
Yeah.
Louisville hadn't really earned the point yet. It's just been the Blue Raiders either hitting it out of bounds or into the net.
Yeah, and I wonder if some of that momentum is due to last game at Auburn, trying to shift back into that momentum. That one good, though.
Yep, double-edged sword. Bites Louisville this time.
Yep.
Moonen and Chris Edge, 8-2 coming into this matchup, facing the 5-1 Tim Chen and Sergio Hernandez.
Yeah. Good hands by Chris Edge there. Ball just going out.
Nice playing at the net, too. Just both seem to be in that front court area, but they played it well.
Another big point. Momentum shift.
What a shot by Tom Moonen. Kind of just playing at that front net, putting it at that front right corner, not allowing Louisville to get up in time to get that ball. And that's going to give them the first set, I believe. So that actually is the first set. Tom Moonen and Chris Edge take the first set of first game of that set, excuse me. So they are 1-0. On court 1, we got Paul Modal and Stein Slump taking on Matthew Fung and Fabian Sal. Unfortunately, that set goes to Louisville. Excuse me, I did that again. It's the game goes to Louisville.
It was a big spike there. It's a tough ball.
So we're going to go ahead and switch over to court 1, where Paul Modal and Stein Slump are taking on Matthew Fung and Fabian Sally. First game went to Louisville as they try to battle back and even it up.
A let there. So they're going to redo the point.
And if Pavel's parents are listening out there, then I do apologize for messing up his name. See how they handle it.
Big serve and a big forehand.
Stein and Modal 5 and 4 coming onto this one. Fung and Sally 5 and 6. A really good even matchup here.
And that first serve out by Stein. Stein, in previous matches, his serve has come through. It's an absolute hammer. A beautiful rally. It's too hard to return, though.
Yeah, and that both back players just kind of getting into that one, just kind of keeping with each other. I didn't even think I saw a front player make a swing at a ball.
Yeah, just grooving.
Not really any changes to the doubles lineup for either team, really. Or all three courts have kind of played with each other, all have some chemistry, all have, pretty positive records. Actually, the only losing record is on court 1 right here between Louisville's Fung and Solly. And actually, Louisville just took that game. Excuse me. No, they did not. On court 1, Louisville took the second game between Moonin, Edge, and Shannon Hernandez. So that is now even at 1-1.
A double fault. The Raiders they're heading the game with these serves.
And on court 1, that is now 2-0 for the Louisville Cardinals. So that is Stein and Pavel 0-2 down. Rest of the courts are split 1-1 as we go into the final set. Final game of the set. So we are actually going to switch over to court 5. We're going to go back. Excuse me. We're going to go to court 2, where Moonin and Edge are taking on Chen and Hernandez. So far, pretty even matchup between these two.
Just in time to see that big forehand it looked like from Tom.
And that forehand actually gives them that game.
There you go.
So up 2-1. It was an ace serve by Moonin.
Oh, big serve. Okay.
So sorry we couldn't get that to you in time, but you can probably imagine if you've seen Tom Moonin play a couple times. So that set goes to Moonin and Edge, and we are going to go over to court 3, where it's 1-1 between Francisco and Max, and Josh Howard Tripp and Alex Westbrooks. Huge return by Francisco. What a huge point by Max Roush right there. They are just playing really well together.
Yeah, and what a great pair. I mean,
6-6 coming in on the year, have kind of, been by each other's sides. They've just done a great job.
Yeah, and the pair. I mean, Francisco, the up-and-comer, he just got moved up to Court 1. Recently had a 13 UTR, which is top for MTSU now. And then Max Rouch came off of an injury, but he is an upperclassman with a lot of experience. It's a great pair. And there you go, again,
Just
as I take the game.
So that game goes to Rocha and Roush. Now, they were actually doing really well in the other. They were 6-4. They're on a 2-game losing streak, but right there, huge win for them against the Louisville Cardinals. We're actually going to go back to Court 2, where Moonen and Edge are trying to finish it out on Louisville's serve.
Well, first serve wide.
And the second one in the net. So early point goes to the Blue Raiders. Again, MTSU on a 25-game home winning streak, but on a 1-game losing streak, losing last week to Auburn at Auburn, playing outside. If you haven't seen that story, check it out on middletennessenews.net. You can see Coach Jimmy Borndame just kind of explaining that 25-0 run they've had in the last 25.
And that shot just a bit wide.
Raiders just continue to shoot themselves in the foot. Neither team really kind of earning the advantage, just going back and forth. So Moonen and Edge look to go up 3-1. Still Louisville serve after that hitting the net by Edge.
Wow, such a great forehand from Tom.
Seriously, what placement? Just on that back line, gets him on the back of his heels. He has no chance at getting a really good shot on it and just kind of airmails it.
Absolutely. Just wide on that first one. Man, couldn't quite get that one over the net.
And that one will go to Louisville. Now we're even again.
Got to shake these off.
Now, Cam, correct me if I'm wrong. We're going into the set point right here for these two. So just to let y'all know, Louisville has now held on courts 2 and 3 at 2-2. So we are tied. Court 1, the pairing of Pavel and Stein, not looking so hot. Just won their first game. They're down 3-1.
Wow. That one seemed to just slip right through his racket.
I know the mesh is a little wide, but I don't think it's wide enough for a tennis ball just yet. Just a great matchup right here between Tom, Chris, Tim, and Sergio. I mean, both teams kind of posting that 4-1 winning record. Only loss for Chen and Hernandez on the year came last week against North Carolina.
Oh, man. Wow. Just making some unforced errors that you don't want to see. Backhand in the net. Wow. Easy little volley. That one a big serve, though, from Edge.
Yeah, you hear a lot coming in when you're going to play the Blue Raiders about Chris Edge's serve and just how talented he is. I mean, you see that ball, if you've ever been to a live game, you see that ball kind of just die in the air and take that arc that he likes.
Absolutely. I think that's safe to say with a lot of the Blue Raiders. They have a lot. Well, there it is again. But yeah, a lot of the team has some big serves, especially these two guys right here. Tom Moonen, biggest guy on the team, over 180. Just pure muscle.
Got a chance to interview him last year. Probably one of the funnier guys. You would not expect that just because of how calm and quiet he is, but this man is hilarious.
And there's such good teamwork right there.
What an amazing job.
Yeah. Tom pushes him back, forced him to that slam. Edge just puts it away.
That goes 3-2 in favor of the Blue Raiders. So still 2-2 over on court 3 between Francisco, Max, Josh, and Alex of the Louisville Cardinals. Right now it is MTSU's serve. Kind of searching for a ball over in the crevice of the net.
You can see the Louisville team decides to line up both players in the backcourt. That one, wow. Max slams it. He just couldn't get it back in.
Well, that was just a great. I mean, I thought it was a great setup by Francisco right there. He got him on the back line, and it took just a great scoop, and Max just had a huge shot to kind of make sure they couldn't return it.
Absolutely. You can see Coach Jimmy talk to them about that one.
So right now, sitting at 2-2 on the one y'all are seeing. It is 3-2 on court 2 between Moon and Edge, and it is 4-1 in favor of Louisville on court 1 between Fabian Saleh and Matthew Fung and Pavel Motel and Stein Slump. And actually with that point, MTSU takes that third game and is now improved to 3-2.
Yeah, Rich with a big slam on that one. You can see Max was very hyped, and so was the crowd.
Now we're going to switch back to court 2. So you'll see Moonen and Edge try to extend their lead in the set. Unfortunately for Moonen, couldn't hang on to that one. Seems to be whichever team has the serve right now has kind of been the aggressor and kind of dominated the match, as both teams just have had killer serves all day.
Absolutely. Yeah, that one just too tough to return. Makes you wonder how much they practice those overhead slams in practice.
You know, I've tried playing tennis a couple times, and it just has not looked pretty. I kind of can get barely my ball on the tennis racket, and sometimes it'll land in, sometimes it'll land out. I'm really just out there for the cardio.
Yeah, semi-in at all times. Wow, what a big serve. So hard to return, and they'll take the game on that one.
So now even up at 3-3. Again, the serving team is the one who steals the point.
Yep. And as court 1 looks like it's might be going downhill. We look to court 2 and court 3, Tom and Chris, and then Francisco and Max, relying on those two matches to come through to get the doubles point for the Blue Raiders.
Doubles team for the Blue Raiders has been pretty solid recently.
And we talked to Coach Jimmy so much about that doubles point, how much he emphasizes it in each game.
I mean,
big volley from Chris Edge.
7 possible points, and every single one you can get is just huge.
Yep.
Against Auburn last week, they lost the doubles point. Francisco Roca and Max Roush just did not have a day. They lost 6-1. Only team that actually showed up was Chris Edge and Tom Moonen.
As it looks like they're doing right now as well. We just got word that there was a break in court 3.
So now up 4-2 is Francisco and Max. So 4-2 there, 3-3 on court 2 between Moonen and Edge.
So with this matchup, it had been all held serves up until that point, that first break.
It's kind of been the recipe for.
Yeah. Like as you were saying with the serves, a big point, especially today.
Asking you shall receive. Tom Moonen, huge serve. Could not be returned right there by Hernandez. And that goes to the Blue Raiders as they go up 4-3 on court 2, looking to end the game with this next,
Yep.
looking to end this set with the next game.
Yeah. Breaking a hold, and they got it.
If Moonen and Edge can win this one, their record will improve to 9-2 on the season, and they will have been on a 7-game win streak as doubles partners.
Wow. They
are huge for them. So as we go to court 3, Roca and Roush are looking to close out on their serve. Looking to get back to the winning record, breaking that 500 on the season that they've had. And if they can win it, they'll secure one of the sets for the doubles matches. What a job.
And it looks like that break that we saw in court 3, that was the first break of the match for all of these matchups. That was a big point out here on court 3. On court 2, a lot of holds. That's what's been keeping the Blue Raiders in on court 3 and court 2. And then court 1, as we've seen, not really doing so hot. So that coin flip, the initial coin flip, that's what's really been doing it for this match.
And they win 5-2 on court 3. So that will give the Blue Raiders that court. And now they have one more. My apologies. As Moonen and Edge, I'm going to go back to them, look to break. Up 4-3 right now in the games with Louisville serving. As we've said, both teams have, kind of won their serving side. And so we'll see if we can get a break here between Moonen and Edge.
Yep. Wow, what a forehand. Goodness
Seriously. Putting it right down the alley.
Yeah, big lefty.
Before we got to court 2,
Yeah.
they held, and so it's still 4-4.
And that big forehand from Max Rauch, who previously suffered from a wrist injury, had to take a cortisone shot because he wanted to get out back on the court as early as possible for his last year of play. And he's still just as strong as he was, if not stronger. And another big forehand, dang.
They grabbed some momentum when they got that first break
Yeah.
in the action, and they have not looked back. It was 2-2. They've won the last 3 games, looking to make it 4-0 and take the court.
And a big game right here in court 3, and they know that. That one just out, though.
Both teams coming in.
And it looks like we just lost on court 1,
So
which means out of the 3 games so far, court 1 just concluded. Which means that the Blue Raiders would need to take these next 2 matches on court 2 and court 3. Court 2 looking a bit better for the Raiders, but court 3 right here is a big, big emphasis. And that was a good volley by Francisco Rocha.
yeah, great job by Francisco, kind of just realizing where the defense is sitting, taking advantage of it.
Okay, and you can see the hype on court 3.
So now dead even. Courts 1 and 3 have ended. Court 1 going to Louisville. Court 3 going to MTSU. So we're going to go to court 2 and catch Tom Moonen and Chris Edge looking to secure the doubles point for the MTSU Blue Raiders. Still kind of holding on this court. Teams that have served have won every single game.
Yep.
So we'll see if Moonen and Edge can get the break that they need and secure this doubles point for the MTSU Blue Raiders.
And you can see the assistant coach, Coach John, tennis pro and coach here at ATC, Adams Tennis Complex, giving them some words of encouragement, some tips.
So here we go. Hernandez and Chen will start off the serve. It'll be Chen serving. Moonen and Edge looking to get the break that they need, secure this doubles point, and start off the day on the right note.
Yep. Very possible that if they break right here, they will hold serve the next one and take this.
Not how you want to start it. But we've seen this team dig themselves out of holes before, and it's just what it takes sometimes.
Yep.
Also to note, a little bit of a adaptation, attention to detail, a flip. Sometimes you got to turn the page. The match was actually supposed to start at 5 today, Cam, and today they got moved to 3:30. Yep. So these players, coming in an hour and a half earlier, just got to change. You just got to be ready for it.
Yep. A college athlete's life.
What placement?
Oh, wow, but he called it out. Louisville called that ball out. That looked like that ball hit the line.
I'd
so
say I agree with you.
Replay on that one.
So we're going to let you guys see this. Y'all be the judge of this. First off, great volleying right there. And then this moon shot by Moonen. That's
know.
A clear in.
That looks like that ball hit the line.
That's a clear in.
Yeah. So that was an unfortunate point. Man, that's an unfortunate point.
Now back to the live action. Louisville serves still.
And there's some fuss. I think it's been resolved, though.
Heard something about respect the players, so I assume somebody said something that wasn't supposed to be said, so always nice to get a ref's, you know.
Yeah. And these ITA officials been doing it for a long time, so. Most of them, at least. Definitely know what they're doing. The first one out.
Just off the net.
No one just out.
Still Louisville serve. Blue Raiders just trying to end it before they got to serve again. I think they'd feel comfortable serving, but you know,
Yeah.
anytime you get to the point as early as possible, it's always nice.
A break here would definitely help. Probably win them the set and the doubles point. And that one looked like that ball was just in, so Louisville takes that point.
So they'll take that game, and now we are held again at 5-5. We'll go into the final game. MTSU's serve, and this one will be for the doubles point, correct?
They'll play another one. So right here, if MTSU holds, it'll be 6-5. If they hold, it'd be 6-6. If it goes, it can go. Never.
You got to win by 2.
You have to
win by 2.
Yes, you have to win by 2. Otherwise, it goes into.
You have to get one break.
Yes.
You can't. You have to win an opposite serve before you can claim the doubles point. And right there, that was a huge first serve by Tom Moonen, but it was a great return by Chris Edge.
They call that first serve wide or long. Sorry. Big volleys. Big
Huge
net
volley.
game from the Blue Raiders.
I think the ball only touched the ground once out of 5 hits right there. Just great hand-eye coordination by Moonen and Edge, keeping their feet alive and making sure they can come out on top, keep the hold going, and then get a break next game.
Oh, and he couldn't get that ball quite over the net, so
The
Raiders
momentum
take that one.
starting to swing for the Blue Raiders.
Yep. They can hold again here, then they'll have another opportunity to break.
And
what a
huge serve by Tom Moonen.
Goodness.
And that will give them that game. And so now, with a chance to break, looking to secure the point for the Blue Raiders and start this day off the right way. Following this, you'll have the singles matches. Looking like they're going to retake the court. Be Louisville serve.
We're up 6-5 on serve?
No, we're on serve. Both teams are on serve. 6-5. If we break, we win the set.
Okay. So if the Blue Raiders can break here, And they will win the set, and the Blue Raiders will take the doubles point. And a big slam by Tom.
What a way to start it out. Tom Moonen, great hit.
Yep, the momentum you're talking about.
I think that's 4 straight shots to MTSU. Remind you guys, if you're just now joining us, we won court 3 between Rocha, Rauch, and Howard Tripp and Westbrooks of Louisville. Lost court 1 between Pavel and Stein against Matthew Fung and Fabian Saleh. So this one is for the game, for the set and the doubles point. Looking to get the first break of the match.
And there it is. Wow.
Chris Edge. So this is
so now a triple break point. Love 40. This one for the doubles point. On that first serve long.
Well, Louisville ain't going to go quietly.
Oh, yep. That one's too hard to return.
Especially these two, 8-2 on the year. 5-1 on the year. Have had a good season so far.
Now 15-40.
If you don't hear it yet, you're fixing to.
And there it is. Big slam from Chris. Okay, so excuse me, now it is double break point. Double break point, okay. First serve out.
Louisville really feeling the pressure right now. Down a game on a double break point. Second serve. And Chris Edge
couldn't clutch up.
just gives them a little wiggle room.
It's a nice one though.
30-40 second break point. Louisville still serving. If MTSU can just hold on and win this one, they'll take the doubles point.
And a big backhand from Tommy. Couldn't get it back over, and that is a win. Court 2, the doubles point.
And so that first point will go to the MTSU Blue Raiders. Wins on courts 2 and 3. Lost court 1, but that's all right. They'll still get the doubles point. So we're going to go ahead and take a short break. When we return, we'll have the singles matches. You're watching Blue Raider Tennis on CUSA.TV. This is MTN Sports. We are back here at the Adams Tennis Complex. Chase Owens joined alongside Cam Eschenfelder, and we are fixing to get singles play started. We're going to give you a quick rundown of who's taking place. On court 1, you've got Rocha and Chen. Rocha 8-3 on the year, Chen 4-5 as they will be facing off. On court 2, you've got Tom Moonen taking on Saul, 5-6 on the year for Moonen, 5-1 for Saul. So that's going to be a huge matchup for the Louisville Cardinals. Hopefully Moonen gets back in his winning ways and evens his series at 6-6. On court 3, you've got Stein taking on Hernandez. Both of them 8-3 on the year. Huge games for them. On court 4, Chris Edge taking on Howard Tripp. On court 5, you got Pavel Model taking on Fung. And then finally on court 6, you've got Roush taking on Mazrahi. So this is going to be huge, huge games in the singles lineup for MTSU and for the Louisville Cardinals.
Absolutely. And big to see Pavel moving up to court 1 after he lost his match at Auburn. Tom Moonen played court 2 there, and he lost as well, I believe. But Coach Jimmy has decided to keep Rocha on court 1 for this big matchup.
Well, Rocha definitely earned it. Has had a huge day. Actually just ended his losing streak on the doubles court. Him and Roush did. They were on a 2-game losing streak, but they snap it against the Louisville Cardinals. We'll see if Rocha can continue his winning ways in the singles game.
Yep. And right now we are looking at him.
So junior, as you're seeing on your screen. First one goes out of bounds. Into the net goes Chen.
Good high serve from Rocha. Plays that high percentage tennis, puts it cross court.
So early scores coming in on court 5, 3, and 4. First game going to the MTSU Blue Raiders. And only needing 3 points right now out of these 6 courts. Only got to win half of them because they got that doubles point early.
Yep. Something that Coach Jimmy has told us a lot about, giving that edge. And it also gives a better mindset to the MTSU players as well.
Great back and forth.
Oh, wow. That's just way too good of a forehand.
Louisville gets their first game on court 2 between Moonen and Saul. So Rocha taking on Chen right now, but we are going to toss it to our sideline man, William Stevenson.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm keeping an eye on court 2 over here with Tom, and I wanted you guys to keep an eye on this matchup because I can tell that they put their strongest server against Tom for today.
Oh, my gosh. I saw that, too. It's insane.
Absolutely. He came in with an absolute cannon, and Tom's a pretty good serve on his own, so it's going to be a pretty big ace matchup over here on court 2.
Court 2, first game went to the Cardinals of Louisville.
Ended up being a hold for Sal.
Okay. Sweet. Now we know court 2, the one to watch. Thank you, Will.
So we're going to go to court 1 where Rocha and Chen are taking on each other. Still in their first game, going back and forth with each other. It's actually, it and court 6 are the only ones still in their first game. Every other point has been decided, as the Raiders have taken the first game in court 5, 3, and 4.
What a shot. Incredible. Cross the body passing shot by Rocha.
Well, he's on that first court for a reason. He's had a good season, 8-3 on the year, just playing quite well this year. 13-4 UTR in singles. Last week against Auburn, Rocha was able to hold on his first game, but lost the next two.
That one out. It's a bit too wide.
And so that first game will go to Rocha. And so the Blue Raiders have taken the first game on 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Only court 2 between Moonen and Saul went to the Cardinals. We're going to go ahead and start the switch over to court 2, as court 3 actually just even got a hold. And it'll go back to MTSU on their serve as Stein and Hernandez are taking each other on.
Wow, and a big forehand by Tom. Just in time to see that one.
Typically their first chair, Saul moved down to court 2 for Chen to take on Rocha. Tom coming back for his 5th season after Corona kind of ended their year last year.
Yep. The grad student.
So we're now even on court 2 and court 3. And that one, first one right into the net for Saul. So this is Louisville's serve. Won the coin toss, elected to serve first. Kind of been the mantra as we go dead even on court 4 again between Edge and Howard Tripp. Still in the second game right now is Rocha, Pavel, and Roush. And what a return. Now we got a hold on 2 as well. Had a hold on 2. Still in the second game for 6, 5, and 1 as
that first serve in the net. Goodness, just such a cannon on that guy.
kind of what the scouting report was coming in.
Yeah. John Isner right here.
Barely gets that second one over. And that's just great offense by Tom Moonen, just making him move his feet, keeping him guessing, and eventually your legs are going to die on you.
Absolutely,
and right there they did. He couldn't get anything into that swing.
Yeah. Tom's so good at out-rallying people, man. All he needs to do is just outrun them, just like that.
So Pavel takes game 2 on court 5. It'll be his serve as he's up 2-0, gets his first break. And Stein also up 2-1 on his court. So the Raiders of MTSU looking to stop the losing streak at 1 after a tough loss against Auburn, keep the home winning streak alive, and advance it to 26 home straight wins. Saul puts that one in the net. And this is, I mean, this matchup between these two guys is back and forth. It's one of the only ones still in game 2. Court 6 between Max Roush and Mazrahi, are still in game 2. There's a reason they're both on court 1, though. I mean, they have played excellent today.
Absolutely.
going to go back to court 2. And court 6 just goes into their third game as Max Roush goes up a break. So he is up 2-0 on games.
Love that guy.
So we're going to
that one just in the net there.
We're going to go to court 3 between Stein and Hernandez. As Stein is up a break right now on Hernandez, 2-1. It'll be Hernandez's serve. What a forehand.
Oh, man.
And of
What you hate to see.
Yep, of course, as soon as you say something.
Yeah. Man, he was really, really just leading that offense, though, but you hate to see that unforced error.
Chris Edge taking his game and gets a break.
Yep.
And now looking to keep it. Raiders winning across the board on every single court except for Rocha and Chen. That's just because they haven't gotten into the even game yet. Still in game 3. And Tom Moonen goes up a break. And so 2-1 all across the board except for the 2-0 laid by Max Roush over Mazrahi and the 1-1 tie on court 1 between Rocha and Chen. Seems our man Will has got something else for us. He's coming up over. Will, what you got for us, man?
I've got an eye over on court 5 where Pavel has moved up for this matchup. And he went up a break on that second, and he just continued his straight third game point. And I want to keep an eye on him because where Francisco moved up last match against Auburn, this is the first time that Pavel's moved up. So against such a big matchup, so I want to see how he does today. But he seems to be handling it just fine, going up 3-0.
Yep. Thanks so much, Will.
Huge by Pavel. Huge by the Blue Raiders today. We just had our second hold on court 3. Chris Edge and Howard Tripp go 2-2 in the games. We're still in game 3 on court 1 between Rocha and Shen. They're holding 1-1. Two really fierce competitors just going back and forth. Will mentioned court 1. He's going to keep his eye on court 5 for us as Pavel 3-0 on the day. Take you back to court 1 between Rocha and Shen. And in fact, we have another Blue Raider go up 3-0, and that is Max Roush.
Fantastic.
So the Raiders, Blue Raiders of MTSU, get about a week off, use it to the best of their abilities.
Yep.
Come out and are trying to dominate this match early and often.
Absolutely. The redemption from Auburn. And Rocha again, only player at MTSU now to hold a 13 ETR. Huge. That's a professional level ETR.
I mean, you're seeing it right here. Why?
Goodness. Oh, wow.
What a point.
So hard to return.
Off the net and everything.
Yeah. Placement, man.
Still dead even. Court 1 and court 3. 1-1 in games, 2-2 in games on court 3 between Chris and Howard Tripp of Louisville.
for serving the net.
I do like that, you get 2 chances at it.
It is nice, yeah. Not too much pressure. Still a lot, but. Not what you want to see.
So that gives the point break to Louisville. Rocha goes down 2-1 on the court. So Max having a great day. Won his doubles match with Francisco Rocha and is now up 3-0, up 2 breaks for the MTSU Blue Raiders on court 6. So we're going to take you there whenever we can. Blue Raiders having a heck of a day on court 5 and 6. Both players up 3-0. Court 1 right now down 2-1. And then every other court is being held right now. Court 3, 4, and 2 all being held at 2-2. And as I mentioned that, court 5 between Pavel and Fung. Fung takes his first game and is down 3-1. So right now the Blue Raiders still looking in a good spot, only trailing court 1. Court 2 between Moonen and Saul has a chance for it to be a break for Moonen or Saul. Now we're taking you to court 6 between Max and Mazrahi.
The big lefty.
First left-handed tennis player I've seen.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't lie, I promise.
There are a lot of them now, especially when you see the guys from, from different countries.
Absolutely.
It's just something about it. I don't know. I guess they breed more left-handed people out there.
Not really a conversation we're going to get into on this broadcast, but nature versus nurture, Left-handed, right-handed, what do you see? And the big lefty with a huge serve.
Oh, called it out, though.
Okay.
Yep.
It's twice today that we've had some
Yeah.
questionable.
Yeah. A great approach, great placement, though, by Rouch.
And Cam, for the fans that are at home watching that don't really know, kind of explain what goes, Is it the ref's call that calls it out? Is it the player's call? What kind of goes there?
Well, in college tennis, it's the ref's call ultimately. But the player calls it. The ref can agree. You can ask the ref if it was in or not. But the ref has the ultimate decision if, but the player is the one who calls
Makes
it
that
initially.
initial call.
Yeah. In like high school sports or anything like that, things that aren't judged by a ref. You can call a line judge who might be like an administrator for the tournament. A big slam by Max. But usually it's just your call. Like if you call it out, then it's got to be out, unless they like really argue about it and then make you replay the point or something. But usually not allowed.
So court 4 between Chris Edge and Howard Tripp goes to 3-2 Edge's favor. And then court 3, huge point for Stein as they go 3-2. And that is out.
Shot too good. It was just in, I think. Max gave a signal.
So Max Roush looking to go up 4-0 over Mazrahi. And
Yep.
I think he'll do just that with that point right into the net. So Max Roush going up 4-0. Too early to call for a chance at a sweep for Max Roush?
Maybe, but
Still
if
got
he keeps
two.
up what he's doing.
Still got 2 games to go between them.
Yeah.
As
We
you've
could
got-
see it. We could see a donut or a breadstick here, a 6-0 or 6-1. Well, bagel too.
So 4-0
Okay.
for Max Roush. 4-1 Pavel Motel on court 5. Down 2-1 right now. Down 2-1 right now is Rocha on court 1. Up 3-2 on court 3 is Chris Edge. Up 3-2 on court 4. Excuse me, up 3-2 on court 3 is Stein. Up 3-2 on court 4 is Chris Edge. Courts 1 and 2 trailing right now for the Blue Raiders as Shen and Saul lead for Louisville Cardinals. 3-2 in favor of Saul and 2-1 in favor of Chen. Take So going to go to court 5 between Pavel and Fung. Haven't seen them today. Want to give you a quick look. Pavel's just kind of dominating the match right now, 4-1. And you guys get
There it
tuned
is.
into the right time. Unfortunately, court 1 get a 2-game break in favor of the Louisville Cardinals, up 3-1 in the games there. It's kind of what we saw last week against Auburn. Rocha come out so hot, won the first one 6-2, and then just lost the next 2 games.
Yeah. Big shot there by Pavel. And I think it's the haircut, the shaved hair.
Something about it, you know, you can
Yeah.
just be able to move across the court faster.
And more aerodynamic.
Good matches between these teams.
Absolutely.
MTSU leads the series 15-9, but Louisville has won 5 of the last 6 between these two. Last matchup happening in 2016. The Raiders did win that one. Good rally before.
That one just long.
He's looking to make it 5-1 is Pavel. And we get a 2-game break on court 4 between Chris Edge. And a 2-game break on court 3 for Stein. And, of course, because we asked about it, Max Roush loses his first game. He's only up 4-1 now.
Man, we jinxed him.
Yeah. Well, I'll say I jinxed him because I was the one that asked the question. Still in a great position for the game, though. That one just gets barely over the net for Mazrahi. And unfortunately, that one just gets barely over the net for Fung. And unfortunately for Pavel, he couldn't get it back. Still in a great position to advance to his 5th point here. Get a little bit of help as that first one goes into the net.
Just in the net, in that backhand.
First one again into the net for Fung. Doesn't seem to phase him, though. So we've seen him score several points off of this.
Oh, and that serve in. Bounced off the net and went in. And then college men's tennis, let's do count. So that serve, unfortunate.
All righty. Well, then that gives that game right there to Mazrahi. Excuse me, to Fung. I've done that again. I keep looking at the wrong thing. I'm going to go to court 2 as Moonen and Sal taking on each other.
Yep.
As Rocha actually gets an opportunity, he just climbs a game back in. So you're seeing Moonen take on Sal.
Wow, and you can see Tom destroy that serve.
And anytime you can kind of start yourself off on a good foot, get the guy on the back line, it's always great.
You see Sal, he could only just tap that ball back in. He couldn't really swing at it.
Moonen trailing, Moonen
And now tied, I think.
are now tied.
3-3, so
Yep.
now Sal, he will get a chance to
So you
go up on his serve.
got the chance to see us tie it up.
Yep.
And take you to court 3 between Stein and Hernandez. I was correct. Stein and Hernandez. As he is looking for match point up 5-2. Up 5-2. 8-3 on the year is Stein, looking to make it 9-3. What a return.
Oh,
Is he calling the serve wide right there?
I think so. Hernandez is not happy about that.
Yeah,
one.
he's
Yeah.
kind of upset. I mean, we've seen some calls today that have gone either way for both teams. And Hernandez asking the ref.
Yeah. And here you can say, that he initially made the call, but the ref.
The ref awarded it to
yeah.
Hernandez.
It looks like so, yeah. I wonder if she didn't see it, and so they had to replay the point. I'm wondering. I don't know if that's possible. That ball in the net, though. Hernandez not looking so good with that one.
Stein just having a great day so far.
Yeah.
Couldn't really do that much during the doubles game. They didn't have the greatest game, but he has bounced back in a huge way in singles as he's looking to complete his set.
Stein, who had a big clutch against Vanderbilt a couple weeks ago. It's the last match. It's a lot of cheering on his court when he pulled that one out after beating Vanderbilt after a 15-year loss streak to them. Coach Jimmy's first career win against Vanderbilt. That was a game that hit 25 wins at home.
What a time to get it.
Yeah.
Now Stein.
There's a big whip by Stein, but just way too far.
And that actually will give the point to the Louisville Cardinals.
Yeah.
Stein not able to close out the first set for him on his floor. Now we're going to go to court 2 between Moonen and Saul as they are dead even, 3-3. We're actually just getting word that they are on a break point on 2. So we're going to hopefully get you there in time.
We get to see Saul's big serve.
4-2 up right now on court 5 for Pavel. 5-1 for Max Roush. 5-2 for Chris Edge. 5-3 for Stein. And then the only Raiders trailing is Moonen and Rocha, as right there. Moonen right there loses that one. And so we're going to go to court 6. As Max is looking to make it the breadstick, as you call it, Cam.
Yeah, 6-1.
A 6-1 breadstick. That'd be a large breadstick, I would have to say that. And that's a way to start it, getting a free.
Very slice serve, wow.
Just as we switched over courts, Pavel lost the second game. Excuse me, Pavel lost the second game. So he is 5-2 up still with a chance to make it 6-2. And seems our man William Stevenson has a chance to get back on camera, so we're going to give him that opportunity. Go ahead, Will.
Thanks, Chase. I'm over here watching court 4 where Edge is at. He just had a break 4 set, and he made sure to holler that over. That's a set to Tom, who is having a hard time in that matchup. It's a battle of the bigs, both of them, Tom at 6'2" and Sol at 6'4". That's a big matchup, and if he can get the energy on one, then we're going to be looking good later on. The lower courts are carrying. Hopefully they can continue on.
And something that's kind of been talked about all season is the depth of the Blue Raiders. I mean, just huge, huge teams. Courts 4, 5, and 6 are huge for the Blue Raiders this year. As we're going to go ahead and go to court 5 between Pavel and Fung. As we're looking for, what would a 6'2" be, Cam? What do you think that is?
That would be nothing.
That's just a 6'2". Okay, so there's no special name
Maybe
for
like
that
a Caesar salad or something, but
okay, we're going to go ahead and coin that. We're going to go ahead and coin Caesar salad is what a 6'2" is.
It looks like on court 6, Max Rouch took the first set.
And that he does. And so we've got 2 first sets going to the Blue Raiders. Court 3 looking to do the same as Stein is up 5-3. And as you're watching court 5 between Pavel is up 5-2. And just what a great return right there by Fung at the net. Makes him chase across, and he just can't get to it in time. So courts 4 and courts 6 are done for just the moment, as the Blue Raiders were able to take the first sets on those courts. Stein looking to take his first set on court 3. As is Pavel. Again, guys, I'm sorry if I keep mispronouncing his name. He's up 5-2, though, so maybe I should just keep doing it because he keeps winning. What a backhand.
What a forehand. Oh, no. That one just too wide, though.
Just in the alley.
Yep.
Remember, if you're new to tennis, like some of us, including the guy telling you right now, the alleys are okay in doubles and not okay in singles. You got to keep it inside those lines in the singles.
Yes. And the blue lines mean nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
They're for junior players.
It's just like the pickleball courts at tennis.
Wow, what a placement shot. Set himself up so well.
We actually just got a hold on court 2 between Moonen and Sol. 4-4. And having a 2-game break right now is Chen over Rocha on court 1. So I've been told several times that it's Pavel, and I keep messing it up, and so I do apologize. It's not intentional. As he's looking to. So Pavel Modal, guy you're watching right now on the serve, and what a mean serve it was.
Wow. So wide, so hard to return.
He kind of makes you want to hug that line, but then he's got the placement where he can go the other way. Right there, it looked like he tried to.
Tried to take that first one down the tee.
And we actually just got word on court 3 that I believe Edge has taken the first set in court 3. So that is being confirmed, and so we have got the first sets on court 3, 4, and 6, all in favor of the Blue Raiders. Pavel looking to make it 4 sets on court 5. See if he can hold off.
Yes, so that is 3 first sets for the Blue Raiders, which means that if they can
win the second,
continue that, then they will win. They have court 4, 3, and 6, who have those first set advantages. If they can continue that, then they will win.
Unfortunately, the first game went to 3 and 4 for the Louisville Cardinals. Court 2 between Moonen and Saul. Saul is leading 5-4, still in the first set, as the first 2 courts just having a back and forth. Court 5 between the one you're watching right now, 5 and 3.
Oh, and that shot just out for Pavel.
Good back and forth right here. They've been in this 9th game, as you'd call it, for a good minute now. Pavel looking to win his first set on his court and give a huge advantage to the Blue Raiders, as they'd have won 4 of the 6 courts on the first set. And that's huge. Gets a return right into the net.
Oh, wow.
What a shot.
Goodness.
I mean, Pavel was playing it right. He kept him at the net. He was trying to make him move across the court.
Yeah, it's just so hard.
One loping forehand
Wow.
got over him.
Man, what a shot by Fung.
Blue Raiders. Pavel trying to give his court the first set. They've gone back and forth and back and forth. MTSU ranked 37 in the top 50, just trailing Virginia Tech. Technically an upset last week at Auburn, as the 39th ranked team beat the 37th ranked team, but Auburn really solid.
Yep.
Have one of the nation's longest home winning streaks.
Oh, wow. What a rally, but that one just out.
Court 3, we have a tie, or excuse me, a hold, 1-1 between Edge and Howard Tripp, as Edge took the first set between them. Moonen trails 5-4 on court 2. Rocha trails 4-3 on court 1. on court 6 as MTSU took the first set. Max Roush leads again, 1-0. And we'll get our second hold on court 4 as they are 1-1. And that one just not able to get over. Huge point for Pavel, and that'll actually give him the set.
Yeah.
So that is 4 of the first 6 sets for the MTSU Blue Raiders. Huge, huge games today. As we're going to go to court 2 between Moonen and Saul as they are still in their first set.
Big battle in that court.
Big battle. So.
Oh, wow. How do you even get to that shot? That's just, wow.
Not many things leave you
These
dumbfounded,
guys are fighting. Oh, my gosh. It's crazy.
So we have 4 of the first sets. We are holding on every single game that is in the second set. 1-1, 1-1, 1-0, and 0-0. So court 6, only advantage right now, Max Roush. He is looking to go for a 2-0 set. You hear the energy.
Yeah.
As now you got another hold on court 2, 5-5. And Cam, I'm going to ask you to explain to our audience again, man. You got to win this one by 2 as well? You got to win 2 games out of this one? Or
when
is
you
this
hit
one?
6-6, that's when you go to tiebreaker. Yes, you can win at 7-5, though.
Okay. Two huge players, and that one just out right there. I thought Moonen had elected to play it, but Saul had said, you know, that was out, so point should go to Moonen. What a serve.
Such a cannon. It puts him on offense immediately, as a serve should, but just, wow.
What great defense, though, by Tom Moonen. This court 3. Game 3 goes to Hernandez. Leads the set 2-1. A lot more even matchups between the Cardinals of Louisville and the Blue Raiders of MTSU. Moonen's defense right now.
Wow. Oh, too good.
There's just only so much you can do.
Yeah.
If you keep backing yourself up into the corner.
Man, this game is just placement and just whacking at it. And then, you know, if you just can't get to it and you got to place it back in, that's when they take advantage and they take the point. But it's such good tennis. It's exactly what you want to watch. Like, high intensity.
The good thing for the Blue Raiders is they only need 3 of the courts today.
Yep.
Winning that doubles point, as Coach Jimmy has hit on all season, it's huge. Instead of having to dominate, as Moonen calls that one out on the first serve. That one's out.
Too wide.
Back and forth, these two competitors go. Court 4 as Chris Edge takes a 2-1 early lead in the second set over there. Still tied at 1-1 in the second set on court 6. Court 5 still tied at 0-0, still in their first game. And courts 1 and 2 still in their first set.
He calls that one just long.
Just a little long. Two of the bigger guys on each team, 6'4" and 6'2". And what a return by Tom Moonen.
Wow.
and that'll actually give him the they have to play another one, but that advantage in the break, and he will come up with a serve. 6-5, Tom Moonen leads.
6-5.
Coming up on the serve.
That is big for Tom.
And winning that first set, I mean, it's so huge, especially when you've already got the doubles point. Because if you win that first set, then they have got to battle back. And that's just a mentally draining thing, having to win 2 consecutive sets. Winning the first one is just so huge.
Yeah.
And now the thing is that with, the energy kind of picking up around the tennis complex, is you're seeing Chris Edge having a great day. He's up 2-1 in his second set, as Max Roush up 2-1 in his second set. Stein trying to battle back down 2-1 in his second set. If those guys can just hold on and win that second set, MTSU will take the match today.
Absolutely, yeah. Like first initial push with that set. So vital. And Coach Jimmy talking to Tom.
Right now, Blue Raiders doing a great job. Haven't lost a first set yet. The only person in kind of a bad position right now is Rocha, down 5-3. And we know how good he is and how well he plays. This is nothing for him. So Moonen looking to close out the first set on court 2 with that mean serve of his.
Big serve, yeah. Couldn't even return it.
That's a first early point for Moonen. Long loping overhand that it's kind of like a boxer. You come in with that, you don't know really when to time it, when to start your swing, when to start your counter. And it's just huge. Unfortunately.
He's really trying to get that serve in. He wants a lot of power on that one. Oh, but he double faults, though.
It's those things that, has Coach Jimmy just beside himself.
Yeah. And you almost wonder if it's the battle of the serves. Trying to see who can go faster.
And we've just got our second hold on court 3 between Stein and Hernandez. 2-2 on those courts. We have our first break on court 6. Max Roush goes up 2-1 in his second set. And still in their fourth game on court 4 is Edge and Howard Tripp.
Just too wide there from Tom.
Back and forth they go, and the 6th game, unfortunately, on court 1 for Rocha goes in favor of Chen, so they'll take that first set, their first set of the singles matches on court 1. Call that serve a little wide. Get a hold on court 4 as Edge and Howard Tripp tied up.
Yep, that serve a bit too long, too.
It's the second double fault for Moonen.
Yep. That one good, though, until it went a bit too long.
So Moonen's placements on his shots right now have just kind of kept him from kind of securing that 7th game,
and this break point would not be good for him.
And what an ace of a serve by Moonen. That's the thing. He's just such a big hitter that he might have faltered here and there, might have 2 double faults on this set alone, but those aces that he can secure at almost any time, it's huge for this Blue Raiders team.
Oh, and such a big serve.
Another ace, and that'll actually give court 2 first set to Tom Moonen. So 5 of the first 6 sets went to the Blue Raiders of MTSU. Yep. So that is huge, huge playing right there by the Blue Raiders. 5 of the first 6. We've got holds on courts 3, 4. We're going to take you guys to court 6 between Max Roush, as he is up 2-1. Only person with a break right now in the second set for the Blue Raiders. Holds across the board for the Blue Raiders, except for court 5, where Fung leads 1-0 the second set. So everyone on serve. My apologies on the miscommunication between you guys. Really good back and forth today here between the Cardinals of Louisville.
Yeah, and you can see that cheering. Goodness, they are happy. Yeah.
What a serve right there.
And just in the net for Max. Fantastic. Inside out, though.
Back and forth right now. Max playing a heck of a game.
That one just too close. Yep, that was in. And for Louisville.
So Will actually has something he's going to break to us. Something apparently going down on court 1.
Yeah, we got Francisco came off of his rack and went straight into his throat. He took a second and talked with coach and made sure he was good, but it looks like they're resuming play, so hopefully all is well over there on Roach on 1.
Huge T's and P's to Rocha. And we're going to go back to court 6.
Let's go, Max.
And what a shot by Max.
Big shot by Max.
And the energy's really picking up on court 6. Both competitors really wanting that second set. Max looking to complete his, and get the first point for the Blue Raiders in the single side. It's tied up 2-2 right now. As court 4 is on serve between Edge and Howard Tripp. Edge leads 3-2. And court 3 on serve as Stein trails Hernandez 3-2. Still 0-0 on court 1. We have the slight break in the action because of Rocha. Luckily, he's okay and can continue play. And 0-0 on court 2, Moonen and Saul. And Max wants to contest. He thought that hit the line. Louisville called it out.
And I think Max might have gotten the point. You can see he gave a little fist bump there.
As he should have. That was on the inside of the line. That wasn't even, towing anything. That one
So
goes
big.
out. Max playing just a phenomenal during that game right there. He has played quite well today, just in general, in the doubles and the singles. I mean, one of the top players on this team for a reason. He speaks to the depth that MTSU has, that they can put a guy like Max Roush on court 6.
So big. What an inside out.
And
Goodness.
that'll give him that game right there as
Yep.
he takes an early advantage, 3-2. It'll be on serve for Louisville next time round, as it is for them on court 4, which is where we're going to take you now, between Pavel and Fung. Fung is serving. Pavel looking to just get the break.
And that ball just out.
We're tied up. Louisville serve on court 3 between Chris Edge and Howard Tripp. Both Moonen and Rocha down 1-0 in their second sets. And that actually, that point that you guys just saw, gave the hold to Louisville. So 3-3 between Edge and Howard Tripp.
And that one out again. Same spot.
Second set's a lot closer, as we saw a 6-3, a 6-2, a 6-1, and a 6-3 on the 4 dominant courts, on the courts 1 and 2.
Big serve by Chris.
Huge serve. We saw a 6-3 in favor of Louisville. We saw a 7-5 in favor of Moonen. So 5 of the first 6 sets all went to the Blue Raiders. Out of this next 6 sets, or 6 courts, second set, as Edge puts that one into the net, we have a 3-3 on court 3. We have a 3-3 on court 4. We have a 1-0 on court 1 and 2 in favor of Louisville. We have a 3-0 on court 5 in favor of Louisville, and we have a 3-2 on court 6 in favor of MTSU. So
And that one just out.
Yep.
So Chris will get that one.
So if the Raiders can hold on court 6, 3, and 4, they'll take the game today.
They will. And what a win it would be in Louisville for 26 wins.
20 in a row
Yeah.
at home.
Would be big.
MTSU just has played so well. It's continued that momentum from last year. What a season they were having before COVID kind of shut them down. As that Edge still on the serve. Chris Edge looking to win this serve. Go up 4-3.
Well, a big serve and a big backhand by Edge. He'll take it. Chris Edge.
He'll take that game. So he has a 4-3 lead. So who's going to be the first Raider, if there is one, to get their first set on the day and get their first win on the day and get that second point for the Blue Raiders? Blue Raiders, you mentioned 26-0 at home in their last 26. They'll actually be on the road on Sunday at Vanderbilt. We'll take you guys to court 3. Stein and Hernandez. 3-3 Hernandez's serve. Stein looking for his first break.
Wow.
And how quickly defense turned into offense right there for Stein.
It's a big 1, 2, 3.
I mean, just kept him moving across the court until he kept coming up, kept him pinned in that corner, and just when Stein made him think he was going to go across, pinned him back.
Yep.
Huge, huge point for Stein. It gives him the advantage, gives him the break, actually, as that was Hernandez's serve. 4-3 on courts 3 and 4. We're going to go to court 6 as we are tied 3-3 over there. Actually, a good showing of fans here in the Adams Tennis Complex, all masked up, all go to court 6, all masked up. Everybody make sure and remaining socially distanced.
We are in court 6 now. This is Max Mizrani.
Max looking to get a break, go up 4-3 on Masrani's serve. Seems to be our man Will is going to join us again.
How's it going, guys? Yes, I'm on court 3 where Stein is showing his conditioning pretty well. He's over there just dancing around, and the guy he's going against letting that breath out, but he keeps on putting it back on his ankles over and over, was able to get the break. So I think that we're seeing a little bit of a conditioning run here between MTSU and Louisville. We're looking at a really good matchup today.
It's been really competitive today as all of the dominant sets that went MTSU's way in the first have kind of flipped sides. Court 5 between Pavel and Fung is now Fung's way as he's winning 3-1 in the second set. And this is a huge, huge chance for Pavel to kind of earn his way back, try to climb back in this 3-2. Is Fung's serve. What a wicked backhand.
Wow.
Moonen trailing right now 3-0 to Saul on court 2. Won that first one 7-5, really competitive. We got Rocha tied up 1-1 with Chen as that first one goes off the net.
Double fault there.
Yep. Seen a couple of those today. Kind of just not what you expect from a top team. Flip sides. What a serve. And that'll be the point for Fung. Excuse me. Sometimes can't even read my own handwriting. As on court 1, Rocha loses the third game, and Pavel actually drops that one down 4-1. It'll be a tough comeback for Pavel as man Will is just getting a lot of action in today. A lot of great tips from him.
Absolutely. I'm sorry for the quick report, but I went over to court 4, and as soon as I stepped over, Edge went up a big break. Now he's going to be serving for the win on court 4.
And that'll be the second point of the day for the Blue Raiders if Edge can hold on to his serve and go up straight.
Yep. And if you can remember back from the Vanderbilt game in our last stream, well, 2 streams ago, Chris Edge was the first one to win that game too. His first match too. So he's a quick ender.
Decides that, he wants to win early, win often.
Yeah, for sure.
As we are on serve on court 6. Edge looking to
5-4. 5-3 on court
and
4.
what an ace by Chris Edge.
Yeah, he's ready to be done.
He's done. He's ready. He said, you know what? You got me out here. The match was at 5. You got me out at 3:30. That's fine. It's just another business trip.
Yeah.
I showed up. I showed out. What placement, but just going to be called just out of bounds by Louisville. Edge argues the call doesn't get it to go in his favor. And you're seeing a lot of Blue Raiders kind of dancing around. Scoreboard not in their favor just yet as they trail on court 5, 1, and 2. But they know they only need 3. You only need 3 courts.
Oh, it looks like there's a big issue right now with the
Louisville coach and the referee.
Yeah. And he should probably watch it. He should. Apparently he was screaming at the line judge.
Anytime you can hear anything through these headphones, it's a...
Oh, and now another line judge is talking to the Louisville coach. It looks like there might be a team violation, possibly. I think there was a warning given to the coach.
How it be sometimes.
Where's Coach Jimmy?
No matter the sports, always coaches and refs is probably one of the biggest rivalries.
Yeah.
Well, we brought you this court to hopefully see Chris Edge kind of, end it on his serve. What if this is a strategic message by head coach of Louisville?
Yeah.
Kind of trying to slow down
see
how
here,
hot Chris Edge was.
The coach talking to Chris Edge. What the?
And that's never okay. You should never talk to an opposing player.
Yeah.
You don't coach them. Lot of discussion here on court 4. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to court 6, where it is 4-3.
Yeah, and you can see a lot of fans went over to court 4 to see what was happening.
Yeah.
And they're still talking.
And now
it's the play. And it looks like they ended match play. I think Chris Edge won.
Well, sorry we couldn't bring that to you. Yeah, could we get a quick replay? I'll show you the replay of Chris Edge. A lot of discussion.
Yeah.
We'll ask Coach Jimmy
for a win.
Yeah, yeah. Seriously, we'll ask Coach Jimmy at the end of the match. So get your replay right now. What a shot by Chris Edge right there. Just curved, touches the inside of the line and gets out. Appeared even the long delay couldn't slow him down. We're gonna go to court 6 now officially after Edge gets the second point for the Blue Raiders on the day. We're holding on court 3 between Stein and Hernandez. We have a 1-point advantage on serve right now for Max.
Oh.
That one towing the back line.
That one out.
That one out.
There you go.
So Max will actually secure that point, and he'll be against the serve, looking to get the second set of singles for himself, and hopefully the second point of singles for the Blue Raiders.
Yeah.
And so oh, actually, they got one more to go. I apologize. That's my fault, not being able to math correctly.
Oh, and that one just on the line. So unfortunate. Great hands by Max Rouch, though.
Still 5-3. Max on serve. Looking to close it out. And while we are here, court 3, Stein loses game number 9. Max is just getting picked apart these last 2 points as Mazrahi just back and forth, just keeping him moving across the court. Rocha actually just ties his second set up, 2-2. So court 4 went to the Blue Raiders, secured their second point of the day. Max puts that one in the net for the first fault. Court 1 is tied up right now, 2-2. Court 5, Louisville leads.
Oh, and he just couldn't complete that one.
I kind of like that decision by Max, though. He said, you know what, I'm not getting anywhere keeping with you. I can't keep running across the floor. I'm going high. I'm going to give myself a chance to get set up. And fortunately for him, goes right out of bounds.
Absolutely.
Max can win this. He'll get the second point of the single side. He's up 5-3. He breadsticked the guy in the first game. Cam taught me that term just when I walked in the door. First one will go out of bounds for Max. That one will be in.
Wow, such good hands, and that one goes
What
out.
a great job by Max right there. As I believe, keeping track in my head, this should, if he can get this point right here, should secure the game and the set for the Blue Raiders on court 6. So here he goes. First one into the net. Hasn't proven to be a problem for him all day. And they're going to call that in, and it's going to go out of bounds. Max able to secure the point right there. He's just, so I was actually a little off with the math. No, I was not. That should be the second set for Max, and that should be the second point for the Blue Raiders. Excuse me, third, including the doubles point. So we're getting some updates on the Chris Edge situation. We're going to get some more confirmation before we kind of break it to you guys, but we think we have kind of what took place right there. While we're waiting on that, we're going to go to court 3 between Stein and Hernandez. Stein on the serve, down a point right now. Stein can come back, and he'd have to win 3 consecutive to keep it at what it is, 3 consecutive games to win 7-5 on court 3. But if he can do that, it'll be a clean sweep for the Raiders today.
No.
On a 4-0.
Right now it is 3-0 after we just saw Max Rouch take his match. at 6'1", 6'3".
So in the doubles, we saw Max Roush and Chris Edge. I mean, they both had phenomenal day today on serves and everything on doubles, and then they continue it right into singles. And what a huge point right there for Stein as he evens it up 5-5. I mean, you just can't talk about how prepared this team showed up today, even with the change of schedule and with the change of venue. This match was supposed to be outside early in the week. It was scheduled to be outside. We saw some rain move in for Middle Tennessee area, and so, Coach Jimmy said, all right, we're going to go to the Adams Tennis Complex. We're going to kind of show how we can play. The adjustment, the change of pace that this team showed today, and then just to come out and just show up on the court as well, it is huge for the Blue Raiders.
Yeah, and as we were talking to Coach Jimmy beforehand, he was talking about the ITA rule of if the temperature is over 50 degrees, you should be playing outside. There's a little bit of rain outside. They bumped it indoors just at 3:30. So luckily they were able to get to play today. And it seems like it's going to be a good day for the Blue Raiders.
Stein.
That shot. Wow. Big Stein.
Big Stein. Huge for the Blue Raiders today. And actually, Rocha, while we've been away, has taken an advantage on court one, up 3-2 for the Blue Raiders. We haven't seen the update on the scoreboard to say 3-0, but we know it's 3-0 as that first fault goes into the net. Edge and Roush able to win.
Oh, that shot just out.
Oh, what a serve. What a serve right there.
Good.
Hernandez having a great season. Coming into this one. Five and 1 in doubles with his partner Tim Chen. So he's had a great doubles season. He's had a great, he's had a great singles season as well. Three-match winning streak, 8-2 on the year. Taking on the big hitter that is Stein. Stein gets a good point right there. I believe they called that in.
And on court 2, Tom Moonen just went down. It is now 5-2 in favor of Louisville as the Louisville player held serve. So Tom will have a chance to try and serve to stay in the set.
It'd take a huge comeback for Tom Moonen right now.
Yeah. Down from 2-5.
Hernandez puts that one into the net. Be the first fault of that serve. Decides to change balls. Probably a good decision.
I mean, they're whacking it so hard. It probably, that one just out. Well,
so maybe it wasn't the ball.
yeah, maybe it wasn't the ball. But, they hit it so hard. You got to wonder how much air is actually left in the ball after they get done.
And that first one again out for Hernandez. Single fault. Got to take a little bit of gas off the second one to keep it in. Take a little bit of gas. Stein will take advantage. And he does just that as he secures that game 2 in a row.
Another game from the man they called the Czech assassin. Oh, that is not the Czech assassin. I'm talking about Pavel. Never mind. Stein. What do they call Stein?
The Big Stein.
The Big Stein. There you go.
Big Stein.
Big Stein. We can call him Big Stein.
He's got a chance to. He's got a chance.
Oh, DJ. Yeah.
He's got a chance
DJ
to go
Slump.
up 7-5.
Right.
and secure the match for the Blue Raiders. And he is serving.
And Stein is now serving for the match.
So what a day by Stein.
Which would
be and for the team win.
The win.
So the Blue Raiders, through all the change, through everything that had to happen, we've seen refs and coaches getting yelled at by each other. We've seen Rocha go down with a quick injury, but able to bounce back and is actually winning court 1 right now, 3-2 on serve. Got a chance to hold his serve and go up 4-2. And actually, I was late with that. He actually won on his serve, so he is up 4-2. Just a good shot.
Great passing shot by Hernandez.
Stein still up 6-5 on his own serve, looking to end it. We saw it just across the way. Chris Edge ended on his serve. And call that first one out.
And just in the net there.
And the poise by Stein right there. It doesn't even seem like he's bouncing around. He's not running all over the floor. He just keeps himself solid and set up. And whenever the ball comes, it's all fluid. It's all good movement. And gets the ball over the net. And he's just waiting for you to make a mistake.
For sure.
Luckily, the mistakes have come in plenty for the Big Stein today. What a shot.
Wow, big point for Stein. Wow.
I wasn't even talking about that one. I was definitely talking about that serve, but that
big
was even
serve,
better.
Big shot, big slam. Big Stein.
Big Stein.
Yeah.
That's the 4 BSs right there. I like that. I'm getting that on a T-shirt. Oh, Stein is turning it on right now.
We might
Huge
have
forehands.
We might have a win for MTSU in store.
And Hernandez is feeling the pressure. No, he's trailing on the scorecard, trailing on the scoreboard. And knows his team is trailing 3-0. They would need 4 of the courts. And it's going to start with him as he's down 6-5. And the 4 BSs just take place again.
There you go. And that was match.
That was.
It means that MTSU just beat the Louisville Cardinals 4-0.
A clean sweep on the day to get to 26 in a row for the Blue Raiders of MTSU. Coach Jimmy Borname is ecstatic right now. His team has performed so well at home. It didn't matter that they were told they were outside. Didn't matter that they were told the game was at 5. It got moved to 3:30. It got moved indoors. And the Blue Raiders just responded as they have all season. Coming off a loss to Auburn, huge, huge game.
And they're going to suspend play on the other matches, which means it is a clean sweep. MTSU 4-0 against the Louisville Cardinals.
What a huge, huge day for the Blue Raiders.
Absolutely.
I mean, end of the match.
Such a big win. And that makes it 26
in
straight
a row.
wins at home for the MTSU Blue Raiders.
I feel bad for our awesome news crew last night. They had put together an amazing story. You know, you guys should still go check that out. About 25 in a row for Jimmy Borndame and the Blue Raiders. Now it's 26, and you actually give you a little preview. He talks about it. He's like, 25 is great, but 26 sounds a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you guys can, on our sports page at middletennessenews.net, which, you know, it's a huge, huge thing for the Blue Raiders.
Yep.
And so we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the player of the game and our post-game interview with Coach Jimmy Borndame. Welcome back to the Adams Tennis Complex here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I am Chase Owens, joined alongside Cam Eschenfelder with a huge win today for MTSU, score of 4-0. And Coach Jimmy is actually just now joining us. Coach, kind of just walk us through your overall thoughts today.
Yeah, I was thrilled. I mean, we've been talking about, the team coming out. We've been competing so well on all the courts, but we haven't really, just turned a bunch of deuce points consecutively, and to come out here and win 5 first sets on Louisville, that felt really good. I think guys were really firing. So, yeah, I'm thrilled. 4-0 win, done early. Go get dinner.
Well, Coach, it didn't come without any change today. The match was originally scheduled to be outside, and then it was also supposed to be at 5 o'clock. You'd move it inside. You go to 3:30. Kind of talk about your team's mental, mental toughness today, just to be able to go through that change and still come out 4-0.
Yeah, it was, we talked about it all week. We talked about preparing to play outside. The transition from inside to outside is always a little interesting for tennis players, and for the guys to be able to just make that switch pretty easily. I talked all week about, hey, we don't care whether we play inside, we play outside. I don't care if we play at midnight, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 a.m. I mean, we're playing Vanderbilt, I think, at 9 a.m. on Sunday. So, just come with that mindset. We're going to, whatever comes at us, we're going to deal with it and battle.
Awesome. Well, Coach, we were watching Stein on that last game, and I got to tell you, we were watching, and on the last couple of points, I think it was a point right before match point, we said that was a big serve, big shot, big slam from Big Stein, and Chase over here says the 4 BSs. And, I just got to ask about Stein and how he's doing right now.
Yeah, Stein's playing really well. He's part of a real special class of guys that I've got that are there. That's Francisco, that's Stein, that's Pavel, that's Sean Presson. I mean, and those guys, I just think about that group, and I'm already starting to panic about when I lose them in 2 years. I think I've got this year, next year, and one more year, and I'm already worried about that group, because that's a really special group of guys. And, Stein has caused a lot of gray hairs on my head. But, he's been clutch. I'm so proud of him. He's really come a long way.
Well, Coach, we're going to get you an MTN Sports T-shirt that says the 4 BSs on it, so we just want you to be ready for that. But, we want to ask you, we talk about Big Stein, but who is kind of your player of the day?
I know you guys are going to talk to Big Max. I mean, that third doubles team down there, they know I always feel bad for the third doubles team. I always work the team against the wall down there, so I like to watch all 3 of the matches. And I always think that they end up getting a lot of pressure because I'm right there, and we've got a very specific way we play doubles. And this week I really talked to them. We did one thing that y'all might not have seen different, that what I thought was really key. I flip-flopped the sides. So Max usually plays the ad court, and Francisco plays the deuce court. And so for you guys, I don't know how much we know about that, but I put the forehands in the middle of the court with 2 lefties, or the righty and a lefty, and that's really the traditional way. But they've always preferred the other way, so we flipped it on them, and they spanked him.
Yeah,
that was great.
Yeah, and Max, he really handled himself well on singles too, 6-1, 6-3. Give me a little bit more about him.
Yeah, Max is just, just like a bunch of these guys. I try to. He was already this way, so I can't take any credit for Max. But really groom the guys to try to play an all-court tennis. And Max just he can float to the net. He moves really well at the baseline. He's just always in the match. Nobody likes to play Max, even in practice.
Yeah.
The guys on the team don't like to play Max.
Well, Coach, we want to congratulate you on 26 straight home wins as you knock off the Louisville Cardinals. You mentioned your next match will be at Vanderbilt on Saturday, 9 a.m. You already beat Vanderbilt once this season, breaking a streak of 15. So, Coach, I want to thank you for your time and wish you luck on Sunday.
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate all you guys do for us.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
so much.
Well, Cam, it was an exciting one.
Oh, yeah.
We got to see some awesome tennis play today between Stein, between Max. We saw Tom Moonen battling back and forth with the other big guy on Louisville's team. What are your thoughts about today? Man,
I just think it was such good players from either side, especially like what you're talking about with Tom Moonen, the guy with the cannon, and then, it was pretty crazy, honestly. It seems like it went by so quickly in a 4-0 sweep, but it was all fantastic play. It went really crazy. And it looks like we have our player of the game now, Max Rauch, joins us.
Give him time to get
just
set
a
up.
second. Okay.
So now that Max has joined us, Max,
Yes, sir.
man, had a great day today. And just huge points over there for you. Kind of take me through your thought process today.
I mean, starting out with doubles, I mean, as coach talked already, we switched sides, and I mean, it worked out pretty well for us. We were really aggressive, which was kind of the problem, I think, in the last matches, that we were a little passive, and switching sides, I think, helped us a lot. Being aggressive, playing big on big points, and I think that this, in the end, won us the doubles, and I think that carried over in singles. Throughout the whole match, I was serving really well, and on big points, I was just there, really. I don't know how to explain. I was just there. I played well, played aggressive, and I mean, that just went throughout the match. It was great.
All right, I got to ask about Francisco. How is it playing with that guy?
I mean, that guy is on fire, really. I mean, he's playing unreal tennis.
Yeah.
It's like, and I always love playing with him. I mean, we used to play since my junior year, and I mean, it's so much fun with that guy. I know the guy really well out of the court, and with him playing so well right now in singles and doubles, it's just really fun.
Well, Max, 6-2, 6-3 on the day in your singles match. You got a doubles win. You won your singles 6-2, 6-3. You mentioned that you're kind of just always there, and it's just one of those days. Man, I just got to say it was a pleasure watching you, man. Can you kind of walk us through how that kind of went? I know you said you were just there, but was you more defensive today? Was it more offensive, or was you just in the flow of the game and it didn't matter?
It's definitely being more offensive. Like on big points, I don't want to play passive because I don't want the other opponent to dictate the point. I want to have it in my own hands. So playing aggressive on big points really was the difference today.
Well, Max, we want to thank you for your time, and good luck to you on against Vanderbilt on Sunday.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
Yes, sir. So, Cam, huge win today for Max and the rest of the MTSU Blue Raiders. They were able to get a clean sweep of the Louisville Cardinals 4-0.
Yep.
So that is a huge game for the Blue Raiders, building momentum as they go 26 in their last 26 at home. For the Blue Raiders, they will take on Vanderbilt on Sunday. I want to thank you guys for joining us and send you off. This is Chase Owens, joined alongside Cam Eschonfelder with William Stevenson reporting from the sideline. And we want to thank MT Athletics for showing up, allowing us to show up and stream these matches. We also want to thank the Adams Tennis Complex for helping make this possible.
Yep, and if you missed any of this or previous matches, you can find a link to the CUSA matches by visiting our website, middletennesseenews.net, and clicking on our sports page. There you will also find the full schedule of men's and women's matches.
And we'll be back on Sunday against Vanderbilt. The Blue Raiders I just said that. The Blue Raiders will take on Vanderbilt. For Chase Owens
and Cameron Eschenfelder,
thanks for watching MTN Sports, your home for MTSU Blue Raider tennis. So long and good night.
Good night.